been waiting for. The next name that I will announce will be your new Miss Earth USA, who will be representing the USA at the international competition this fall. If, for any reason, our Miss Earth USA cannot fulfill her duties, Miss Earth USA Air will take her place. Are you ready? Me too. Your new Miss Earth USA 2021, Maine! Means your first runner-up, Miss Earth USA Air, is California. Just wanna feel this moment. I just wanna feel this moment. Congratulations to Alyssa Clincy, our Miss Earth USA Air, and the new Miss Earth USA 2021, Marisa Butler.
Christina Aguilera. Oh, yeah, mamita. Dale, que es la cosa rica. Feel this moment.
Congratulations, Marissa. You will take your first walk as Miss Earth USA 2021. Congratulations to our new court and our new Miss Earth USA. At this
Hi, everyone. I'm Marizza Delgado. I'm a data scientist, fashion model, and your Miss New York Earth USA. I currently work at Etsy, a global e-commerce company that is the first e-commerce company to offset carbon emissions from shipping. And my platform as Miss New York Earth USA is to promote a vegan lifestyle and show how accessible plant-based, healthy, ethical foods can be.
A global introduction. But we can start this interview. We have the first pass is about your pageantry journey, after your platform, after for the end your test and your life.
Okay. Sounds good.
Miss Earth New York, Miss Earth New York, Miss New York Earth USA is your first title, or have you competed in another system in a teen category or Miss category?
Back in 2017, I was Miss Pacific Coast Teen USA. I was born and raised in California, so I was competing as a teen in the Miss USA system, and I went on to compete for Miss California Teen USA, and that is where I caught the pageant bug. From that pageant, I gained so much confidence and a sisterhood, so I very much wanted to have that experience again as Miss New York Earth.
And why did you decide to enter this year in the Miss Earth USA system?
I decided to compete this year at Miss Earth USA 2022 because I felt like I was the most ready to compete as a Miss. There's a lot more responsibilities as a Miss versus being a teen, because as a teen, you aspire to have a career, and as a Miss, you have to execute. And now I feel like I'm at a place where I'm very proud
You say me because I have know the whole sentence, all answer. You competed in Miss Earth because you are more confident, and for me, it's just the year for you because I have know the answer.
Oh, I competed as I feel way more equipped to compete as a Miss because I am very proud of my career as a woman in technology. And also, I've been vegan for 4 years, so I have a solid foundation as an environmentalist.
And what is your platform this year for Miss Earth USA?
This year, my platform is Vegan for a Reason. My platform is to promote a plant-based lifestyle and show how accessible plant-based living can be. This past Sunday, I completed my Think Global Act Local project, and I fundraised $500 to fill a plant-based community fridge because I believe that no matter your socioeconomic status, you should have access to plant-based foods.
About your pageantry journey, do you think Miss Earth United States is your main goal in pageantry, or have you can you compete in another system like Miss USA next year or Miss World America next year?
Right now in this period of my life, I do feel that Miss Earth USA and Miss Earth is my main goal. But of course, growing up, I'm Filipino and Filipinos have pageantry in their blood. So I grew up watching Miss Universe and I'd love to walk on the Miss Universe stage one day.
Wow. And for because we have you the citizen of Philippines or only a United States citizen?
I'm only a United States citizen, but my parents, they immigrated from the Philippines.
Because you can competed in the Philippine pageant, in the Filippo pageant, like Maureen Montaigne. She have twice citizen. She is Filippo.
Dual citizenship?
Yes, she have the Philippine citizen and US citizen because she competed in Miss USA system, and she come back in Philippines for two competed in Binipili, Filipila, and Miss Universe Philippines. She have twice all competition in Philippines. For you to go to Miss Universe, you must win the crown of Miss USA.
Yes. Unless I get my dual citizenship, but I will think about that later on in life.
Okay. What is your best asset to win the crown of Miss Earth United States?
I believe my best asset in winning Miss Earth USA is my dedication, because any goal that I set for myself, I make sure to do it at 110%, and anything that I put out into the world, I really want to be proud of my work. And if I were given the role as Miss Earth USA, I'll make sure to make the most out of my reign.
Do you think you have the time for the crown of Miss Earth United States? Because all candidates, all title holders say me, winning the crown is like a full-time job because you have a lot of duty. Do you think you have the time with your work and your life for the crown of Miss Earth United States?
Yes, I do acknowledge that pageantry or any title is not only a job, it's an honor, responsibility, and a privilege. So I will make sure to balance it with my other responsibilities in life. Right now, I'm a data scientist and fashion model, and those are two things that I'm still juggling. So of course it'll take an adjustment period, but if I really want something in life, I will make sure to balance it with everything else.
Which part of this competition do you like the most?
For any pageant, I'm really excited about the evening gown competition. I used to intern at a startup called Queenly, who is actually the sponsor of Miss Earth USA. So I am really fascinated about gowns, colors, beading, and I'm really excited to be working with Queenly at Miss Earth USA.
Are you afraid by some part of this competition? Do you think you can fall on the stage because it's a fear of some candidate in the pageantry?
Yeah, I think that's every pageant girl's nightmare. However, I'm glad that I've built up a modeling career for the past 5 years. And a lot of the confidence and walking patterns really translate from my modeling career to pageantry. So of course, New York Fashion Week and pageant walk are totally different, but a lot of the same skill sets really transfer.
With the pandemic, with the COVID-19, you must adapt your promotion for your platform, for your journey. How do you adapt this promotion? Do you use a lot of social media?
Correct. I did use a lot of social media with COVID-19 restrictions still in place here in New York. For example, for my Think Global Act Local project, I had to raise money online. I gave people my Venmo username and asked for donations through all of my social media outlets like Instagram or Facebook. And social media has become such an influential part of not only the world, but also in pageantry. There's social media challenges that are a part of our scoring now. And I'm really excited about that because I love being creative on social media. And I built such a community through my internet friends.
You are an expert of social media.
I was a social media and data science intern at Queenly. I wore many hats when I was working there. So yes, I'm very familiar.
Do you think social media can be some dangerous for the next generation, for the younger generation? Because the social media is not the real life. It's only a picture at one moment.
Mm-hmm. There are a lot of pros and cons of social media. However, I try to promote using social media in a positive way. If I were to become Miss Earth USA, I will make sure to cultivate a space on social media where people feel inspired through environmental justice and make more change within their environment.
In what way do you think you have positively impact your community to protect the planet with your title of Miss New York Earth, United States?
As Miss New York Earth USA, my platform is Vegan for a Reason, promoting a vegan lifestyle. And I want to show people how being vegan goes beyond just a diet. It has also impacted the decisions I make when I buy clothing. When I buy makeup, my whole makeup routine is cruelty-free. I don't wear any fur or leather. So just these small ways that we can minimize our exploitation of animals.
Do you think the people of your state do enough to protect the planet?
I believe that New Yorkers definitely have a long way to go, but I love living in New York because we are we have such such a New York spirit that we work together, especially during COVID-19. And for example, I volunteer with the Lower East Side Ecology Center. I help with their composting drop-off sites on Sundays. And because there was budget cuts in composting during COVID-19, I'm really glad that there was this nonprofit organization that was able to give people access to compost, and instead of letting their food scraps sit in landfills and promote more methane into the air.
Do you think you have some change to have in New York to protect more and more the planet?
I'm sorry, may you repeat the question?
Do you think you must have some change in New York, in the city of New York, to have more and more protect planet?
Yes, I definitely feel like any title holder, especially state title holders, have a lot of influence, and being vegan myself won't make the biggest impact, but if I can inspire others to have meatless Mondays, go vegan for a day, then that can create a bigger impact and reach a broader audience.
For me, New York is too speed. I can't live in New York. It's too speed for me. you are a speed. It's a speedy stone. Speedy. You.
Yes.
And it's impossible to take the subway. It's too complicated.
Yes, I definitely felt that when I first moved here 5 years ago. But New York is my second home now. I grew up a lot here. So I moved to New York when I was 18 years old. So I did a lot of self-development while I was here. But I'm used to the hustle and bustle of the city. I have lots of energy. So the city that never sleeps is very fitting for me.
I prefer Atlantic City. I live in Atlantic City. I prefer Atlantic City. Some people say you don't need a beauty queen during the pandemic. I think it's not the reality. A beauty queen can help the community during the pandemic of COVID-19. What do you think, and what is your definition of to be a beauty queen during the pandemic?
To be a beauty queen during the pandemic is to realize that it is more than just a crown. It is also a voice and a platform to keep people's spirits high, although we are going through these circumstances. For example, the past Miss New York, Earth USA, and all of the Earth USA title holders, they were promoting people to stay positive and also wear a mask, get tested, and get the vaccine. And we need more voices like that on social media, and it will definitely create like a safer environment for all.
I have a question about, to answer at this question, you must imagine you win the crown of Miss Earth United States. If you win the crown of Miss Earth United States, you become a voices, a model for a role model for a lot of girls. Which message do you want to pass during your reign if you win the crown?
If I were to win Miss Earth USA, the #1 message I would love to promote to young women is that you are more than just a beautiful face. You can be a woman that has a positive impact on the environment and influencing others to also be climate justice heroes. So I would promote to these young ladies that you are more than just a beauty, you are a beauty with a cause.
Winning the crown of Miss Earth is, I think, I imagine it's very special for you because it's a pageant created in Philippines, and your parents moved from Philippines. It's your roots, and it's a great pageant in United States. If you winning the crown of Miss Earth, is it a dream for you first?
Oh, 100% it is a dream. The last time I went back to the Philippines was in 2019. So this is also an excuse to go back to my home country. I miss my relatives that are still there in the Philippines. And I definitely love all of the pageant fans, the very passionate Filipino pageant fans.
Yes, Philippines is very, very passionate for the pageantry, and the beauty queen in Philippines is not a lucky girl, because all posts, all things, all sentences were analyzed by a lot of people in Philippines, and it's very difficult to be a beauty queen in Philippines. I have interviewed Anna, Miss International Philippines, and she said me, for each post, for each thing, I must have a reflection during 10 or 20, 15 minutes before to post anything. Is it a good picture? Is it a good sentence? Is it a good word? It's very difficult to be a beauty queen in Philippines, but it's a great country for the pageantry. I know.
Right. When I went back in 2019, Catriona just won Miss Universe, and I went during Christmas, and there's murals of her everywhere in Manila. So they're like celebrities in the Philippines.
Yes, Catriona is a great Miss Universe. Is my favorite Miss Universe with Olivia Culpo.
Yes.
Just what is your favorite, all-time favorite Miss Earth?
My all-time favorite Miss Earth. I'm biased, but because Lindsay Coffey is the first Miss Earth USA to be Miss Earth, I think she's one of my favorites. Also because when I was working at Queenly, I got to interview her on an Instagram Live, and she seemed like the most genuine person. She also lives here in New York as a fashion model, and I DM'd her about how do you balance pageantry and fashion modeling, because they're two different worlds, and sometimes agents don't really agree with pageant, the glitz and glamour that comes with pageantry. And she gave me really good advice, and she made me really hopeful that I can really do both careers.
You have the chance, the pleasure to meet Lindsay. It's a great Miss Earth, and she have a special one because we have the COVID, and she can't she can travel a lot, she can make a lot of things, but she's a great Miss Earth. For you, which value must have a good Miss Earth United States?
As a good Miss Earth USA, I believe one characteristic that you should have is being relatable. I think any beauty pageant title holder that is relatable can really reach her audience and get her message across. For example, my platform is veganism, and because I share on social media different ways that any vegan curious, anything that's related to vegan curious people, that is like an avenue to reach like a wider and younger audience.
Why do you think you are the best candidate for the crown of Miss Earth United States this year?
I believe I am the best candidate for Miss Earth USA this year because I understand that this title is not only a crown, it goes beyond the crown. It's a year of service to promote environmentalism and sustainability. And I also know that as a beauty pageant title holder, you have so much power in your words and in the voice that you have. And I'll make sure to show other women that you're not only a beautiful face, but also you are the most beautiful when you have an advocacy.
What is your guilty pleasure in life?
Ooh, my guilty pleasure in life. I love almond butter. Well, food in general, vegan food. I love vegan food. I have my own vegan food account and I rate all the different restaurants in New York. So I'm such a foodie and good vegan food is my guilty pleasure.
Are you a good chef?
I think I am. I love recreating Filipino dishes from my childhood and making them vegan. If you've ever tried Filipino food, it's very meat heavy. So it can be a little difficult to find like meat substitutes, but when I get the recipe correct and I get like my mother's approval on it, that is like the most satisfying thing.
What is your favorite dish, your best dish?
My best dish, I think I make really good kimchi fried rice. I know that's not Filipino, but I make rice and noodles the best.
What is your favorite TV series or movie?
My favorite TV series, this is a good question. Well, I just finished Squid Games. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I feel like everyone was Squid Games for Halloween. Yeah, I just because that came to the top of my head, I would say that, yes.
What is your favorite song?
My favorite song, I love musical theater, and anything from the Hamilton soundtrack is my favorite song. And that's another reason why you should come to visit New York, because Broadway.
Yes, you must go to Broadway if you come in New York. Yes, it's a good advice. But you have when you go in tourism, when you go like a tourist, you don't know which musical theater do you want to see. It's a problem. You have a lot of proposition. The
Lion King.
Yeah, the Lion King. We have Mary Poppins. We have cats. Yes, it's very difficult to choose during the programmation. But it's a good advice.
If you need any recommendations, let me know.
Yes, my next trip in New York, I call you for the accommodation. If you can design a perfect planet, what is your perfect planet? What are you looking for? Your perfect planet?
The perfect planet would be a planet where there was no cruelty towards animals. I'm vegan, and I don't think that animals are ours to exploit for entertainment, food, clothing. So a perfect planet for me would be no exploitation of animals. And with that, we can, I think it's the number one thing that you can do to reduce your carbon footprint. So starting with no exploitation of animals, I think our planet would be a better place for sure.
Which item is amazing? Wow, in your purse.
In my purse, I have a picture of my family in my purse because I live far. My family is all in California, and I'm the only one here in New York. I keep that with me everywhere because family is one of the number one values to me. So I would say that is my favorite thing in my purse.
What is the reaction of your family when you call to say I win the title of Miss New York Earth?
My mom was so excited. She was the first person who she entered me into a pageant when I was 2 years old. So she's all about pageantry and modeling. And my dad was really excited that he started like researching about the pageant. He's like, did you know it's in the Philippines? Did you know it originated in this year? So both of my parents were really excited, and I got to visit them the week after I won, and they were like, make sure to bring your crown and sash so you could take all the pictures with you. So although they were not there in person, I definitely felt their spirit.
Do you think your parents can travel to support you during the national in January?
Yes, they will be in Orlando, Florida. So I'm really excited.
They become your cheerleader during the national?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and my mom is very loud, so I cannot wait.
Which item is always on you? Is always on you, and you can leave your house without?
Well, before I leave my apartment, I always remind myself phone, keys, and wallet. So I would say those three things, but I always make sure I bring my lip balm with me because I hate having dry lips.
Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why have you this item?
I have a Glossier lip balm. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the brand, but it also smells really great. So that's why I bring it around me wherever.
In January, you go to Orlando for the national. What are you looking forward to the most in this national?
At nationals, I'm really excited to meet all my sister queens. I've only met them online. I met Miss Florida Earth in person. She is such a sweetheart. I love her. And I'm also excited to show like my Filipino heritage while I'm there at the pageant. Sneak peek, but I will be wearing a Filipinana, which is a traditional Filipino dress at one of the fashion shows during nationals. So I'm really excited to showcase my Filipino heritage and pay homage to my Filipino roots.
Have you some contact with other candidates?
Yes, that's why I'm so grateful that we live in the age of social media. Although I can't see my sister queens in person, I get to like their stories and comment on all their pictures. Although we are states apart, we're all doing the same thing, promoting environmental justice.
If you could choose your roommate, with which state do you want to be roommate?
Well, I already met Miss Florida Earth. We are both women in STEM, so that's science, technology, engineering, and math. And we are both Asian Americans. So we had a lot to bond on. And she's just like the sweetest person. She goes to Colombia, and we always like root each other on social media. So I would pick her as my roommate.
If you could give some advice to someone who hesitate to enter in Miss Earth United States pageant, which advice could you give to this person?
I believe that more women should join the Miss Earth USA system because it is the third largest international pageant in the world and the only pageant that is environmental focused. Through this pageant, through pageantry as a whole, I gained so much confidence in myself. It helped as a stepping stone for my career. And also you gain such a great sisterhood. It also takes a village to prepare a queen. And I'm so grateful for everyone that I've met along the way, that pageant directors, designers, and all of the contestants. I'm so grateful to have met them along this journey. And it is so rewarding to be a beauty with a cause. To all my fans, first of all, thank you so much for supporting me, and I can't wait to make you all proud at Miss Earth USA.